I work as a camp counselor. Love it. Great job, best job ever. You get to work with kids, you get to play fun games, get a lot of exercise. You get paid, sort of, not really. You get, and then also you get a lot of good solid male bonding, which clearly I need because I'm dropping this many memorized Backstreet Boys. So, yeah, and the way this camp works is it's an all-guys camp. And then there's an all-girls camp, our sister camp, like half a mile away. We don't really see them that much, but we'll go there with them. So one morning, I wake up, and I hear one of my kids, JJ, you know, big blonde, you know, kind of great kid, very energetic, positive, lots of leadership potential. And so I hear him wake up, and the first thing he says is, "Guys, I just had the most awesome dream," which, you know, is kind of a red flag. So, you learn what to watch for. Anyway, so that got my attention. And so he goes on to say, "It was awesome, remember, the girls from the girls' camp came over, shot us with tranquilizer guns, put us in body bags, and took us back to the girls' camp. It was awesome!" So my first thought was, that's not awesome. And then I was going to say something, but then all the other kids started agreeing with him. "Yeah, oh, sick, lucky." And so I was kind of thinking like, well, what am I missing here? There's some sort of disconnect. So, like the gestures, thank you. So anyway, I was thinking, well, what am I not getting here? And then I realized, okay, well, all these kids are 11, 12 in the cabin, so they are just hitting puberty, which means they are just getting interested in girls. However, they have no idea what to do when actually confronted with a girl. So, their ideal situation... You guys see where this is going. Their ideal situation in a female encounter is where they do nothing. I do. I'll get to you later, don't worry about it. Anyway, they want to do nothing. They want to literally be asleep the whole time. I don't see how you can get more passive than that. And so then I was thinking, you know, as this guy pointed out, most guys my age want something pretty similar. I mean, you ask 9 times out of 10, a guy would rather have the chicks come to him than have to go out there, put in the work, and spit game. I mean, it's playing it cool. So I was really thinking like, hey, JJ's dream, that's like the epitome of playing it cool. I mean, think about it. These kids, they're off, you know, normal day, they're just doing their own shit, which, you know, for them, probably playing like Foursquare or something. So, you know, they're just at the Foursquare tour. These girls, if they want to, you know, meet with these guys, they have to walk the half mile over. Somehow get tranquilizer guns. Take them out with the tranquilizer guns. Body bag them, slam them over the shoulder, slap them back. I want to take this time to remind you that the guy is asleep during this whole thing. So eventually I decided that that's really playing it cool, and I high-fived JJ, and yeah, that's awesome, guy. That's great, dude. And I didn't want to disillusion him by telling him that that's not going to happen in real life. We're going to have to put in a little more work than that. So a good tactic that I use to bond early on with my kids is I encourage them to call me by my last name. As Alice may or may not have mentioned, I have a funny sounding last name. It's Bumcrot. Think of it like this. Bumcrotch, and then take off the CH. Good mnemonic device.
You won't forget it.
Anyway, so kids really respond well to that because most of their lives, they've been yelled at for saying words like Bumcrot. I mean, it sounds like an 8-year-old swear. So the fact that they have their big authority figure telling them to call him a Bumcrot, they respond favorably. So a question that I get a lot is, where does the name Bumcrot come from? Basically all I know about it is that it's German. And I know this is the case with German last names, and I think just a lot of last names in general. German names in particular, that often it reflects what your ancestors did. For instance, Schneider in German means tailor. So if your last name is Schneider, it's not unreasonable to think that maybe somewhere along the line you had an ancestor who was a tailor. Similarly, if your last name is Wagner, or German would be Wagner, maybe you had an ancestor who made wagons. Naturally, this got me thinking. In a quaint medieval German village, what did the village Bumcrot do? Well, I thought about it. I would like to think that the Bumcrot was a respected position. I would like to think that people honored the Bumcrot for his services. And I would like to think that the village valued the Bumcrot for his contributions to the quaint village. Let's be realistic. If you call something a Bumcrot, you don't respect it. So I was thinking, well, what exactly did my ancestors do to deserve being called Bumcrot? And eventually I decided, you know what? I'm going to stop thinking about it because ultimately it's better for my self-esteem. Thank you guys, you've been great.